Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. You guys, try to hold it together. Hold it together. But our president, Donald J. Trump, has been impeached. Dun, dun, dun. And all these fucks are out here. Yeah. I told you they got him. Yeah, Trump's impeached. My buddies sent me a link to fucking Michael Rumpa-Bum-Bum's fucking page. Michael Rappaport, Remy. He sent me a link. I don't know if it's his Twitter or his Instagram. But this fool's singing Impeached Navidad. That was funny, right? And he said, fucking Donald Trump, you fat fucking, you dirty dick fucking, you and Melania, pack your fucking, shut up, you dummy. Did you fall asleep in class? Did you even go? This impeachment doesn't mean shit. I hardly talked about it because it's so fucking dumb. A room full of Hollywood perverts couldn't have written a more ridiculous story than this. It all stems from this fucking phone call, which Trump released the transcripts to. Now, we've all seen that show, World's Dumbest Criminals. Like the most recent one, this fucking idiot that, at the bare minimum, at the very least, this dude needs to have a forced vasectomy so he doesn't make other little dummies just like him. This idiot stole some money from a bank vault, then gets online showing it off, and guess who knocked on his fucking door? The police, you idiot. I saw one episode where these dudes were going to break into a school and steal computers. Little did they know the windows in the school were plexiglass. So this dummy throws a brick at the window, it bounces back, hits him in his forehead, knocks him the fuck out, so he's laying there when the police come get him. We've all heard of dumb criminals. But I don't think Trump is so dumb that he's going to release the transcripts to a phone call that he's saying illegal shit in. So he released the damn transcripts to this phone call in question, where supposedly he was telling them, you need to investigate Joe Biden's son because he's doing some illicit shit with the Ukrainian government. He said this, or a oil company or some shit. He told this to the newly elected Ukrainian president. Turns out, the phone call was pretty much a congratulations for him being just elected, the Ukrainian president. And there's nothing illegal about saying, hey, you should check this out. Trump was already in office. Any fucking way. So it all stems from this phone call. The phone call wasn't shit. Their witnesses weren't shit. All of them got up there talking about, well, I didn't actually hear the phone call, but I think and I feel like, well, your thinking and your feeling doesn't convict somebody of a crime. If somebody's assumption could convict you, we'd all be in trouble. So they didn't have shit. But the Russian collusion was a dead horse that they continued to beat deep into the stages of decomposition. That shit was done. So now they move on to, we're going to impeach. We're going to get this fucker out of here. Well, for those that don't know, being impeached means nothing. Bill Clinton was impeached, but he was not removed from office. Trump won't be removed from office because you need a 2/3 vote from the Senate, which is controlled by Republicans, and Mitch McConnell already came out and said, that shit's dead on arrival. We're going to put that shit down like a rabid dog as soon as you send it over here. So now, David Lopan, aka the gargoyle on top of a skyscraper, is withholding those articles of impeachment, or whatever the fuck it's called at this point. Basically, she's withholding sending it over to Senate until they, quote, see something fair. Dudley Moore was up there. You should have seen this slurring, drunk bitch. What's wrong with her? Either she's hammered or there's something wrong with her mind. Senility is creeping up behind her. Because you said, we don't see anything that we think is fair, so we're not going to send it over to the Senate. And that's a direct quote. That's what it sounded like. Somebody put some of those smelling salts under her nose and wake this dumb fucker up. So until they see something more bipartisan, they're not going to send the impeachment over to the Senate. They're saying maybe as early January or a little after that. The reason they don't want to send it over there and get this shit done with is because then what? What will they have? They can't go back to collusion. That's a bunch of bullshit. There's nothing else. So they got to hold on to this. You ever had a little dog and you give him a chew toy? You could pick that little fucker up off the ground because he won't let it go. This was a fucking waste of time. Somebody in the comments, if you know, tell me how much this costs. Because apparently stupidity is expensive. What a waste of time. Okay. And no shit, it passed in the House. It's ran by people who are in the late stages of TDS. Of course it passed. That's no fucking surprise. It's ran by people who fucking hate him because he threatens their power. These fuckers are dangerous. It's like an animal who's caught in a trap. They are willing to gnaw off their own appendage to get free. They're willing to do whatever they have to keep focus on Trump, to try to get rid of Trump. Because he has no attachment to this fucking swamp. He's not embedded in corruption. He's not in bed with corrupt people. He hasn't had the fat envelope slid to him across the table. He paid for his own campaign. So it wasn't, okay, I'll give you this donation, but when you get there, it's time to scratch my back now. And who the fuck would want to scratch Nancy Pelosi's back? Shit. Watch all that fucking dead skin just sloughing off her liver spotted back. Then you got to get around her wings. Oh, hell no. Her fucking veiny bat wings. So I watched the footage of the actual vote taking place to impeach Trump. And it was like 239 or something to like 197. But you could hardly understand what the fuck she was. No bullshit. Watch it. So the names have it. You close your eyes. Is that Dudley Moore? Is that Mushmouth from Fat Albert? Is she having a stroke right now? You ever seen the video of that news lady who she's giving the report and she says, and now, like seriously, like something misfired in her brain, live on TV. That's what happened to this fucking dummy, this ancient fool. So nothing changes. That's like you walking into work and somebody telling you, hey, you're impeached. Okay, can I go on about my business? Can I start work now? Because that's what's happening. That means nothing. This was a big nothing. Nothing's going to happen to Trump. Nothing's going to slow him down. Nothing's going to stop him. It's business as usual. That's why he didn't even show up for these fucking subpoenas. He's like, man, get that shit out of here. I got work to do. My boss, the American people, need shit done. That's what I'm hired for. I'm going to go do it. Despite what you fucking idiots, you corrupt dummies think. And I'm thinking, in his first term, he's sharpening the guillotine. He's running that piece of granite up and down that blade. He's going to go up to, what's his name? Ricky Maddow. He's going to pluck one of his chest hairs and run it over the blade and watch it cut that hair in half. And when that blade is sharpened, here comes term number 2. Time to start putting people in this political guillotine. It's over. I really think that Trump is collecting his evidence. He's setting the table. He's lining his fucking ducks up in a row. And when his second term comes around, it's on. I don't understand. People are getting off. Oh, I saw other people on Instagram. Oh, I pray that the Senate does the right thing. You damn right they're going to do the right thing. They're going to throw this shit out. He's going to be acquitted. Case closed. Can I get back to work now? Now what are you fucking idiots going to talk about? I wouldn't be surprised if the mainstream mediocres are pressuring these Democrats to hold off on sending it to the Senate, because this is their lifeline. This is the butter for their bread. If they don't have Trump, they have nothing. Just like that fucking mouth-breathing idiot, Michael Rappaport. Your career was on life support, and we were all reaching for the plug to pull it. And then this lifeline came to you called the Trump presidency and gave you relevance. Now what? It's going to go to the Senate and be shot down. Okay, what a fucking waste of time. You guys owe us an apology. And all this time they're focusing on impeachment. What are they not focusing on? Us, our needs, our wants. The shit we pay way too many tax dollars for. Your state, Pelosi, is literally on fire. And you're worried about some bullshit that never happened? Trump didn't do shit. You really think, as hard of a dick as these people have for Trump, if they actually had a smoking gun, they wouldn't put that shit out in a hot minute? Like my dad would say, they would do that shit quicker than a cat could lick his ass. It would be all over everything. Every one of those Hollywood perverts would be retweeting and hashtagging, gotcha. Fucking bullshit, man. I hope I don't have to talk about this shit ever again. The only other time I want to talk about this is when Mitch McConnell gets on TV and says, man, you know what's going to happen. Get this shit out of here. And that's the last I want to hear of it from these dummies. Maybe you can get back to work. Now that your hard-on for Trump is going away, it's subsiding, maybe some of that blood can go back to your brain and you can fucking do something, you assholes. Man, let me hop in this damn rat race. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit liberal cries. Please help me to stay independent and not suckle from the engorged teat of YouTube. Get your Jericho Green notification tone right now, $1.29. FanaticTones.com. Link will be in the description box. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.